Hi everyone, this is Knowledge Topper, and in this video we will discuss about another most important financial ratio, and that is equity multiplier. We are basically covering the series of financial ratios, so this is one of the videos of our financial ratios series. We will understand this with the help of an example as always we do, so more importantly your concept should be clear. You can watch all other financial ratios videos by clicking the link in the description of this video. So first of all, we will look at what equity multiplier ratio in general. Then we will further discuss more about equity multiplier ratio in detail. And at the end of this video, we will solve an example as well. So more importantly, your concept should be clear. But before moving towards the main, if you didn't subscribe to our channel Knowledge Topper yet, please do subscribe to our channel Knowledge Topper as well as like our Facebook page. And do join our Facebook group as well, where you find a lot of good material related to these topics as well as from other courses as well. So as written on your screen, the equity multiplier is a financial leverage ratio that measures the amount of a firm's assets that are financed by its shareholders by comparing total assets with total shareholders' equity. To keep it simple, you can say that the equity multiplier ratio shows the percentage of assets that are financed or owed by the shareholders. Okay. Or basically this equity multiplier ratio also shows the level of debt financing which is used by company to acquire assets and maintain its operations. Like all liquidity ratios and financial leverage ratios, basically the equity multiplier is an indication of companies' risk to creditors. Okay, like companies that rely too heavily on debt financing will have high debt service costs. Okay, and they will have to raise more cash flows in order to pay for their operations and obligations. So basically both creditors and investors use this ratio to measure how leveraged a company is. Okay, now we will see the formula. So here's the formula. Like basically the equity multiplier formula is calculated by dividing total assets by total stockholders equity. Okay, now let's quickly jump to our example that I prepared for you guys to more clear our understanding about equity multiplier ratio. So here's the example. So Tom's telephone company works with utility company in the area to maintain telephone lines and other telephone cables. Tom is looking to bring his company public in the next 2 years and wants to make sure his equity multiplier ratio is favorable. According to Tom's financial statement, he has $10 lakh of total assets and $9 lakh of total equity. Tom's multiplier is calculated like this. So in our scenario, we have all the information about total assets and total equity. So we just simply take out these values and put it in our formula, and we will end up with 1.11 of equity multiplier answer. Okay, so now what basically this 1.11 indicates is debt levels are extremely low. Like only 10% of his assets are financed by debt. Okay, or you can say that investors finance 90% of his assets. This makes Tom's company very conservative as far as creditors are concerned. Okay, basically the main purpose behind the equity multiplier ratio is like this ratio is used to analyze a company's debt and equity financing strategy. Okay, like a higher ratio means that more assets were funding by debt than by equity. Okay, like in other words, you can say that investors funded fewer assets than by creditors. And when a firm's assets are primarily funded by debt, the firm is considered to be highly leveraged. Okay, and it means that like more risky, it is more risky for investors and creditors as well. This also means like that current investors actually own less of the company's assets than current creditors. Okay, and lower multiplier ratios are always considered more conservative and more favorable than higher ratios, because like companies with lower ratios are less dependent on debt financing, and they don't have high debt serving costs. So this is one of the main reasons behind why lower multiplier ratios are more favorable than higher ratios. Okay, this is the video for all of you guys. Hope you clearly understand about equity multiplier ratio. If you like this video, thumbs up. Do subscribe to our channel Knowledge Topper as well as like our Facebook page, and do join our Facebook group as well, where you find a lot of good material related to these topics as well as from other courses as well. So this is the video for all of you guys. Thank you so much everyone. It's time to say bye bye.